Hello everyone! Welcome back to Cloud's Fortresscraft Frozen Factory, Flattsburg, episode 30. Now when we last left off, I have a list of things that I still want to do. I already kind of mentioned a couple of them. But one of them is I want to rebuild this whole paste setup, because right now it cannot handle more than one quarry, and I have enough sugarlight crystals to now make 2 more quarries. So before we build those quarries though, we need to get everything set up. And one of those ways is this whole thing needs to be moved. I have enough paste. I'm going to cement out, or reinforced wood out, a nice area as far as you can see back here, all the way over, and I'll use that as my paste factory, with several input ports for them to feed, and like 200 hoppers for storage, for rocks and for paste. It'll be pretty massive. I could do mass storage, but I already have a mass storage plan for the biomass facility, which is the next thing that I'm going to do. I need to set up. Basically, I have biomass coming out of these 2 filters right here at the top, I believe. Yeah, biomass filters coming out of those. I don't even know what that was for. So, I want to build my biomass mass storage facility over here, and I'm going to run the actual biomass underneath all of this stuff over to here. And over here, I'm going to have just a whole bunch of turbines that are just dedicated to powering my quarries. So I'm going to get a little bit of that stuff done now that I've kind of explained what I'm doing. I'm not going to do a whole lot of it on camera. And then the other thing we're going to do after that, if we have enough time, is we're going to set up the process to start using some of this coal. Here's a little example of what I'm doing. The first 2 lines, after I've cleaned up, this is where the pastemaker was. These are the 2 lines that were feeding the rocks. I'm going to have them feeding into hoppers like so. And on top of the hoppers, we're going to have turntables. On the sides, of course, all of the belts. We have all of these coming this way, because we're going to start with the pastemakers here. And then we have more going down more, because we're just going to make a huge line of pastemakers. I've got the first setup done. Basically all the lines just kind of merging over, and I know this won't all fill up at once, but it will all fill up. And that's the point. So these are all remove only, add only. I decided to do a single layer so that you could actually see it better. And then I will probably add a couple more hoppers along here. And I'll eventually develop some sort of heist system at the very end, where I'll do one for example. Just do something like this. And then I can stay in, pretty much here and collect a lot of them pretty quickly. And that's the idea for this. And that's all we're going to do right now for the pastemaker, because I want to get another quarry set up. And before we get another quarry set up, we need more power, because this one doesn't even have enough power to run at full capacity. Now that it's down to 912 M, it's using 1062 per block it digs up. And right now it looks like it's getting coal for the most part. And that is, of course, filling up as well. So is my inventory. So before I do any of that, I also need to set up my garbage thief setup. And I've left myself with plenty of room to do that. So the garbage thief, I don't know, I'll probably put it in here somewhere. Somewhere about here. Oh, you're gonna take my blocks because I don't have any of course they need power. I'm more than happy to provide. Once I have the organic solar panels, I like to just do 9 batteries, 3 of those. But since I'm also using a PCG setup, I probably don't even need 3 of those. But I'm going to continue with what I was doing before. Using the foul cores to bring coal here. They'll burn that, and that'll set that up. I'll be back when my inventory is empty. Before I forget, BFL laser borer. Need 27 BFLs because this is a 3x3x3 building and it requires high efficiency fuel canisters. I believe it requires 50. Now I've got one set up over here. Now the way this building is, there is no good way to have it on anything. I don't know if he intended that, but it's not even, and it hurts my brain. So it will not be here for long. But there it is. And when you build it, it puts a nice little hologram on top telling you where to put the fuel, or at least where to put the hopper. And then it tells you it's looking for high energy composite fuel. So I believe this only takes a moment. Should I stand under it? I kind of want to see what happens. I don't want to stand under it, die, and miss it. Well, that looks interesting. Do-de-do-de-do. Huh, this hurts. I know if you haven't built it yet, you wanted to know what would happen if you did. So I did it. Now you don't have to. But that is the laser borer. I'm just gonna get myself back in a good position here. The next thing that needs to be done, and I've already researched it, so I don't know why I'm looking in the research. Spiderbots particle cannon, which is basically a giant sniper rifle, shoots giant lasers at enemies. Needs 2 BFLs. 32 massive faceted eyes. Both of those are nothing. The 4 hive brain matter. Now that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Not really difficult, just a little more difficult. So step 1 in that, I'm going to need 3 more bombs at least. So I'm going to need 128 resin, I think, for each of those bombs. I believe I just picked up enough resin. Yeah, 128 for each. We need 32 lithium plates, 3 Mark III power boosters. Lithium plates would be in here. 92. That's almost perfect. So I'll just grab what I have in here. And Mark III power boosters, of course that's not an issue, requires 3 for each. I don't have a whole lot of inventory space, so I'll make them 1 at a time. I'll be right back. I got my bombs. Now to charge these puppies, I want to charge them pretty big, at least a 4 or 5, just for the, the fun of it. So I'm going to put 1 on each corner so that I'm not completely robbing my defenses of their power. And I guess I can put 1 back here. I'm being cooked. I need to stop standing on jet turbine jets. How fast are you charging? I know you'll drain the battery in seconds. Power level 4. Yeah, I'll come back when these are all 5s. Almost there. And we are back. 1 million power. Required to turn one of these bad boys into a level 5. Now, I don't know how close these ones will be because, yeah, these ones are a little bit farther because enemies started coming from this side. And that one's at 1 million power too. Okay, that's good enough for what I want now. I've already got all 3 of the hives that we're gonna blow up. I already know where they all are. Once all of this stuff loads in, I placed a marker out here. It'll just pop up right in front of us out of nowhere. There it is. Here is our first hive. Sure. Boom! Look at all those bits. I don't much care for the bits. What I really care for is the brain. And we're still gonna grab the purple stuff. Can't just leave it down here to not rot. I also see some flashies. Yeah, I'll leave you for now. I clear out all the ones near my base. And I might not make it. Alright, I'll be back. I need to get some power. Alright, the next one. Why do I only have... Well, I don't have any bombs in my inventory. Did I not pick up this one? Oh, that's not good. I only used 1 bomb. Maybe I didn't actually pick it up. Let's see, it would have been right here. Or maybe something glitched. That's probably what happened. That'd be my luck. Yeah, because it was right over here, because this is the battery that's dead. Or did I accidentally place the other battery or the other bomb somewhere? I hope not. At any rate, this is only level 4, but this one will never be ready, so we're gonna pick up this one. And I placed another marker out here somewhere. Hello. These things are just piling up all over the place. I gotta find my marker. I believe it was somewhere over here. Maybe, one of those tunnel nukers ran into my marker and destroyed it, because I was pretty sure it was on this one here. Well, let me try to find that hive. I was pretty sure that I had put some sort of marker on it like I usually... Oh, here it is. I guess I didn't. Really? I didn't? Huh. Silly me. Okay, well, there's the bomb. And goodbye. Brains. Now, I saw a block up here. What is this? Snow? That's weird. I didn't know that bombs made blocks. I'm gonna have to go around and collect all these research parts again. I gathered them all up and now they're all back. And I'm also going to need to try to find what happened to that bomb. Maybe I'll go look at the footage of me breaking it and see if I did actually pick it up. Be right back. Oh, I found it. It was when I was off camera too. That's just my luck. How in the world I placed him here? I'm assuming I went to go grab power and then I probably clicked somewhere. But that's besides the point. Whatever. The third one I've only recently discovered. If I just take a quick trip As soon as I can see. I think it's this way. Yeah, here we go. I don't think there's too many big ore veins in the way. But here's our third contestant. I wonder how close I can get to this thing. Oh, it blew up my battery. Oh well. That was really just so that we could see me blowing that up anyway. Because I'm sure you guys can no longer see anything at all. So I'm going to get out of here and I'll meet you back at the surface and see if we can build Spiderbots a new weapon. Well, we have all the parts. We have 4 hive brain matters, 32 massive eyes, and 2 big fat lasers. So we can make the Spiderbot particle rifle. And again, we just pop it in the hopper that we've already placed. And then once Spiderbot comes and retrieves this weapon, we can get rid of this hopper. Now I would like to continue working on what I was doing here. I started setting out the mass storage facility already. Obviously, I mean, I'm going to adjust these. That was just in case anything came through. I didn't want there to be nothing to catch it. So what I'm probably going to do with these guys, send him out a little bit more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be able to pull that off. And right here should be the next one. We can just put conveyor belts on here. And I've been trying to use the down conveyors when I can. It looks better than just stacking belts together to make it go down. Get the down sloped. That's how it ended up on my bar. Oh, it would help if I put the blocks in the right place. What is this? We don't need holes down here. There we go. So the biomass will come down. And then immediately back up. Wait, no, one more over. Into a hopper. And then we'll split the hopper. Yeah, this here and this here. And then we'll split the hopper onto all of these lines. Alright, I think I have it. But to test it, I'm gonna go ahead and feed him some biomass. I have plenty. It's probably not as quick as I would like it to be. And again, keep in mind, I'm going to need to put crystal filters on the sides here. And that crystal line will probably run into the blue factory all the way down here. Probably just use conveyors. Underground conveyors. Those are always fun. So probably completely unnecessary to have this many, especially because they'll fill it up within like a second. But again, I'm going to have multiple quarries feeding all of this at the same time. Eh, whatever. I like how it looks. Looks fine to me. The last thing I want to do before I wrap this episode up so that I can finish the work in between episodes is I'm going to start setting up my cargo lifts here. And I've already kind of dug out a little bit, like I've shown you. And I'm going to continue that all the way around. The cargo lifts are going to stop at this level. And what I'm going to do, instead of having them all kind of shoved together like they were, this time, I'm going to leave space in between them. that is not where I want it to be. There. So I'll use these to kind of mark off where I don't want to have lifts. So I need at least three empty spaces for the lift. And I'd like to have a space on each side for them to move, or for them to unload their cargo. And then a space in the middle to send that cargo where it needs to go. So we'll have 3 empty spaces, 3 filled spaces. And I ran out of wood for windows, so the windows I'm making here. So I'm definitely not going to be finishing this in this episode. For now, I would like to at least finish laying the foundation of what I'm doing. One, 2, 3 there, and I missed it up. 1, 2, there we go, 3. And of course I can just finish this one over here, because then I won't get burned by turbines. 1, 2, 3. That does leave me a little extra space on this side. That is okay, I guess, for now. I didn't want to do that either. Now, I again am out of windows, so I'm going to have to finish that, like I said, off camera. I'm going to have to do a lot of digging. But the lifts themselves, they need 2 spaces to drop. So the lifts are going to be on the level that these are. So to accomplish that, I'm just going to run that here and then run the lifts off of this white bar. So the opposite, literally, of what I just did. There we go. The lifts will run off of this canvas. So when I come back for next episode, there should be less mistakes, hopefully. I butchered this horribly, didn't I? Oh, I just didn't have enough wood to build that, that's all. Okay, it's gonna bother me. I can't end it like that. I'm going to cut down some trees. The windows, they offer the same laser-proof ability that the space windows do. Oh, look at them picking up all of that stuff. Don't do that. But they are significantly cheaper. Now I feel better about how this looks. Much better. But that'll have to do it for this episode, so I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time.